Welcome, everybody. This is Texas Gaming Empire Psych Award here on the mic, coming to you live for the very first live edition of the FGCME podcast, Smash Edition. Uh, we're going to try something different. Usually, every Wednesday, I go ahead and I do all the fun stuff on my little podcasting board, as you see right here on Anchor FM. But we're gonna do something different since I have this new platform to use, this new things I have in front of me, these new tools. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna try and dedicate this stream to the podcast, and I'll go ahead and upload it to other places as well to see how everything goes. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. We're gonna go over what I talked about last week, where no, in February, which was the Glitch Infinite. Man, it's been almost a month. And then we're also going to go ahead and talk about what has happened over the past 2 days as well, or past 2 weeks. So we'll go ahead and see that as well. Any questions you got for me, put them in the chat. I'll go ahead and answer it as well. Helps the podcast go along. I'll just, if you like what you hear, like what you see, like what I do, there is a link in the link tree right here. That's a link to all my goodies, my donations, my Patreon, my pages, both gaming and podcast, my Twitter, both normal and podcast, Instagram, all that good jazz. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? I talked about last week Glitch Infinite, and Glitch Infinite had a it had a big thing. It was picks that I thought were gonna work and picks that it didn't think it was gonna work. So if you heard my last podcast, I picked the following people to make top eight. I picked Wadi and Leon in seventh, uh, Zamba and Cola in fifth, Light in fourth, Gluttony in third, The Buzz in second, and Cosmos in first. Well, let's let's take a look. So Wadi was my seventh place player. I picked him because, like I said, every time I pick Wadi, he always does me wrong. So Wadi actually lost right here and got 30. I believe it's 25th place. Yeah, because it's top 32. So he got 25th place. So that's nope. That's no bueno. So I always go by a point system as well. Y'all can play along with me, play along at home, or as you're listening or whatever the case may be. I always go by a point system where it's 1 point if you get the correct person in top eight, and an additional 2 points if you pick the correct spot for them. So 3 times 8 is 24. Right now, 0 points. So yeah, we'll see that. Next one I picked was Leon to make top eight. Leon, I don't even think. Let me see. Let me see. Is this? And when I meant Leon, I meant the Bowser Leon, not the whatchamacallit, not the Lucina player Leon. So we had to go back a ways. Let me check real quick. Attendees right here, Leon. Yeah. Got 97th. 97th. Ooh, that's a big fat zero. Oh man. So yeah, that's no bueno. No bueno at all. Oh boy. So the next we have on here, we also have where are my notes? Yeah, I also picked Zamba for fifth. Zamba actually got second. So I'll give myself 1 point for that because he was right here, got second. He made a run and a half, and it was ridiculous for the run and a half. Wow, I'm just shocked and blown away because this dude went on a run and a half. Only it looked like he was gonna win the whole thing. That's just how well he was playing. I was surprised he didn't. So next one I picked Cola for 5th place. Cola actually got 7th. So 1 point, not bad. It was close into it. And then I picked Light as well. And then Gak actually got 4th place. This is not looking good for me. Especially since 3rd place was Jake, and I picked Gluttony to get 3rd place. And Jake, oh my god. Gluttony got 7th, so Gluttony got 5th. So I was off by a spot or two, so not bad. The Buzz, I picked him to get 2nd because I think it was going to be the Buzz and Cosmos, and these two go back and forth. But nope, Jake uh, unrulingly just went at it and got it. So that's just a point. And then this is where I get the most points. So Cosmos picking him for 1st place. Yep, that was ridiculous. Cosmos literally just got blown out in winners finals, then came around and all of a sudden just took Zamba to school, only losing one game in that grand finals and grand finals reset. Cosmos, I only doubt you part of the time. This was just a pardon my language. This is just an ass whipping in grand finals. So, oh my lord. So let's go ahead. That brings my total, and you can go ahead and look at my cheat sheet right here. This brings my total to right here. Yeah. So here are my picks. Wadi, Vendetta. I have a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So out of a possible 24, I got less than 33%. You know, in my head it sounded better, but now that I think about it, it's oh boy. So less than 30. Yeah, less than 33%. Ugh. That was that was no bueno. Bad news bears. Oh man. And then, me being off for so long, I also didn't notice about Smash Ultimate Summit 4 and then Collision. So we're going to go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and hop right into it as well. I'm just going to take a pause because I do have to go ahead and use this audio for podcasting purposes. But yeah, let's go ahead. I'm just going to test out my stream layout as well. So I'll see you in a bit. We're going to go ahead and be right back and get to the next segment. And we are back. So just made a little quick change. Right now, we're going to be looking at Smash Ultimate Singles. So this was a defining moment for Spargo because this was unbelievably like he played his ass off with how tough it was, how tough his road was. So it started off. We actually have to go to start off in group stages. Started off with Gluttony 3-0ing, followed by Light with a 2-1. Then MK Leo with a 1-2, and then the cat with the 0-3. So a little bit of a shocker right here with MK Leo taking the 1-2. Usually, better than that. Next, we've had Spargo. Spargo just pure dominance, only losing one game. Then T, a little bit of a surprise, going 2-1 in group play, and then Elegant going 1-2, and then Lavish, the one voted in, going 0-3 for Group B. Group C, we also had uh, the Buzz going 9-2, which is a very good spread. Then next we had Chag going 3-2, 1-2, excuse me, but with a hmm, yeah, that's a little odd. I think because we go because of Base Mage's little thing that he had, but Tweak and then Base Mage. Then pool D, we had Meister, Proto Banham, Goblin, Fatality. Meister, uh, pretty much 3 out everybody. Then we had Proto Banham, 1-2, Fatality, 1-2, and Goblin, 1-2. Then we get to the Gauntlet stages, which everybody gets mixed up. And so Tweak, Lavish, that was a 3-0, and then Tweak, Proto Banham. Because of that, Tweak will get the second seed, and then Proto Banham gets the third seed, Lavish gets the fourth seed. Then B, Elegant 3-1, and then Chag takes it 3-1. So because of that, Chag takes the second seed, Elegant takes the third seed, and that takes the fourth seed. Spargo sits pretty in the one seed. Then from there, MK Leo against Vitalia dominating 3-0, and then against T it was a 3-1. So because of that, the Buzz takes the first seed, MK Leo takes the second seed, T takes the third seed, and Fatality takes the fourth seed. And then finally in the Gauntlet stage, that Goblin and Base Mage. Base Mage showed up today. Even though he lost to Light, he showed up. So Base Mage took the third seed. Light takes the second seed. Goblin takes the fourth seed, and Meister, of course, takes the first seed because he didn't have to play. And that left our final bracket with Gluttony Tweak, Meister Light, Spargo Chag, DeBuzz Leo, then on losers in the Cat Proto Banham, Lavis Base Mage, Fatality Elegant, Goblin, and T. So out of everything, I was expecting T to go far in this tournament. I think that was the biggest disappointment in this tournament. We had Goblin just destroy him 3-0. Then Elegant Fatality, that was a toss-up. I couldn't have picked that one. Elegant came out on top though. And then Base Mage and Lavish, I think that was a foregone conclusion. Base Mage was just too powerful at that point. The next we had Proto Baham Nakat. Sorry, Nakat. I think you're a really strong player in a normal setting against maybe Texas or New Mexico, maybe even up north. You probably would do top 8, probably top 3, but this is some of the 16 best in the world. It just wasn't meant to be. Then on the winner side, MK Leo versus the Buzz, which again, it's always between them two. Oh, they always go back and forth. There's not a time where they do not go back and forth. I'm just purely surprised how good they are when it comes to it. But of course, MK Leo comes out on top. Then Spargo and Chag. Spargo was just on a mission. Oh my lord, he was on a mission. I was just surprised at how well he was playing, and there was like no fear. He was like, I'm gonna win this. I don't care what's happening. I'm gonna win this. And Spargo just took Chag to the cleaners. Light and Meister, that was a toss up. Either Light was going to win it or Meister was going to win. Both of them just, they have each other's number. They know how to play against each other really well. And Light just came out on top of that, just barely. It was so back and forth. And Gluttony was a little bit of surprise because Gluttony, I expected him to do a little better. I do see that Tweak does know how to play against Wario because, of course, he plays the character Wario. So it made perfect sense to me. But oh man, it was yeah, it was a thing. I'll say that. It was such a thing. Then moving on to winter semis, we had Light and Tweak. That was, oh my lord, that was oh, it was so back and forth. So there was no definitive, no clear winner until right at the end. So that was crazy. Next, we also had Spargo and MK Leo. And then this, I think this was the turning point that I said, you know what, Spargo's going to win this thing. That back air to forward air on Battlefield going off stage, it was, oh my lord. He like I said, he had no fear. He just did it. He just did it, and it worked. Oh man, I can't say enough about that. And then Proto Banham just, I think he has the buzz number. After losing to the Buzz at Smash World Tour, he's got a read now, and that's the scary part. That Proto Banham really has a read. And then Base Mage versus Chag. Honestly, I feel like Base Mage was just outplaying Chag most of the set. He made like probably two or three errors, but Base Mage was just getting outplayed most of that set. Or excuse me, Chag was getting outplayed most of that set. Like hard reads, reading everything. So yeah. Then this one I did not expect. I honestly did not. Elegant with a 3-0 against Meister. I think Luigi is, not an easy matchup for a Game and Watch, but at the same time, I didn't expect it to go the way it did, where it was close for like 3/4 of the game. The rest of the time, it was just like, nope, you're not touching me. And then Gluttony and Goblin, I expected Goblin to win, but I didn't think it was going to be that close. So Goblin just went for it. And it's about these younger players. They just go for it most of the time. And just going for it really helps out in the long run. So, yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll see. That was just crazy more than anything. I also we're gonna look after this, see what else we got to do. But then going to top eight, Proto Banham, Base Mage. I think that was a foregone conclusion. Did I think Base Mage could do it? Yeah, but was Proto Banham too strong at the time? Yeah, Proto Banham was way too strong, and it proved it by him taking out Tweak as well. I think as soon as Tweak lost to Light, he was out of gas, and I think the Light set really took a lot out of him because it was so back and forth. Diddy Fox is just, oh my god, it's so back and forth. Then Gluttony versus Elegant. That I expected Gluttony to win, but I didn't expect him to get down to the wire as it did. Elegant had it for 2 games, and then he messed up. He messed up once, and he ate 2 super hard punishes, and he would have, no doubt in my mind, he would have won it like 3-1. But because of those 2 super hard punishes that he took, that was it. It was Dunzo. Then MK Leo, this is where I expected. Okay, MK Leo's in losers, so he's gonna come back and win it all. That was my whole thought process, and it started to look like that with this 3-1 against Gluttony. And then when it came to Proto Banham, I'm like, oh my god, Proto's got a read on him. It makes no sense, but Proto Banham has a read on him, and eventually that read took him so far to beat him, and it was just pure ridiculousness. Proto took did something to cause history, and honestly, if I were to pick, I would have picked Leo winning this whole thing. I know Tweak won the last one, but I was expecting Leo to get at least second or first, and I will say that, you know what, I was completely wrong. Oh man, I cannot believe that. I was under the impression that it was just gonna be okay. Either Leo's gonna win it, and winners or losers, because he'll lose. He'll tend to lose. It's like this feeling where Leo just loses just to feel something. But no, after Spargo beat him, it wasn't a normal loss. It was like oh crap, this is gonna really affect you loss. This is actually just added. So my thought process was like, well, at least I didn't pick anything. But if I did pick Leo, well, I was like, oh, all right, Leo's gonna win this free. And then, nope, he didn't win this free. So guess what?
Oh no! We suck again!
So yeah, that did that. Enough harping on Leo and Proto Banham. Light took care of business against Proto Banham, and then Spargo was like, "Yep, I already took care of my demon. I'm winning this." After that battle with Light, like I already figured you out. There's no way. And yeah, he proved it. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. All right, so that's gonna be it for that. Let's get to the next segment. I will see y'all in a bit as well. I'm trying to buzz through this as fast as I can. So yeah, see y'all in a bit.
Waiting for. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Tsh, da, 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 da. Di, da, di, di, da, di, di, da, 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 da. Di, da, di, li, da, di, li, di, da. Di, da, di, li, di, da, di, li, 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 da, di, di, da, di, di, da, di, di, da.
And I'm back. Figure I'd do that, for that sound effect. Oh man, I will say this: Coliseum was an event. This was ultimately the event for Riddles. This was the breakout event because this was a breakout event for Riddles, and this was the the changing of the guard, in my opinion. Yeah, sadly I didn't make any picks on this one, but we did go ahead and see some amazing top eight action. Actually, you follow my other stream, Texas Gaming Empire, you see I always go ahead and just helping out right there, commentating and doing all that fun stuff. So after this, we had an interesting top 16. We had Stocktaker 69, MK Leo, Quid and Zamba, Spargo and Riddles, Tweak and Gluttony, Cola and Goblin, Jackal and Tild, Leon and Light, Big Boss and Chag. So anytime MK Leo makes it all the way through winners and makes it to winners finals, I expect him to win. And I think a lot of y'all expect him to win as well. So he ultimately went ahead and took out Stocktaker 69, took out Quid. Honestly, Quid, this was a kind of a surprising upset. Quid taking out Zamba to put him to losers. Yeah, Quid the kid. Then Spargo Rails, I expected this conclusion where because Spargo's right now just on a tear. Tweak over Gluttony. Tweak again. Tweak had it's either going to be going one way or the other. Last time I think Tweak was out of gas. This time, no. I think Tweak was like, I'm gonna try and reclaim my throne. Then Cola Goblin is just a team kill. That one, that sucks. It was a team kill, so not much that can be done about that. Then Tild and Jake, Jackal, excuse me. Till that's pretty much a coin flip because both of those just Spacies, Wolf and Falco just beat up on each other like nobody's business. Then Light versus Leon. Oh, Bowser gets wrecked so hard, gets comboed so hard, and especially against Fox, there was like no way Leon was gonna get anything out of that. Then Chag versus Big Boss. Excuse me. Big Boss. I think Big Boss ran out of gas. There's no doubt in my mind Big Boss could have beaten Chag. I just think Big Boss ran out of gas. Then this was one of them right here. Cole versus Gluttony. That was just to get into top 8. And the amount of play between those two was ridiculous. Read upon read, uh, clutch factor beyond clutch factor. It was just pure ridiculousness. I still could not believe how close it was. Then Riddles and Tild. I honestly I didn't think Tild could do it. I think Tild was fighting an uphill battle because not only does Terry beat up on the Spaceys, but Riddles knows that matchup inside and out. He's got a Falco in his region, so he knows that matchup inside and out. The next one, of course, Zamba versus Light. Honestly, my thought process was whoever won this was going to get top 3, and that was close. That was close because both of these players were they're just balls of energy. They're just like a battery that just doesn't stop. Then Stock Taker 69 versus Chag. I think this was already a foregone conclusion. You just got double Mexicoed. And it's really tough to, you know, go through double Mexico with Chag and Leo, especially 3-0 back to back. So I don't blame you. It's tough. It had a breakout performance, but that wasn't meant to be. Then winners finals, Quid versus or semi, yeah, winners semis, Quid versus MK Leo. This was just I thought it was going to be closer than that, but no. MKLeo lost the first game, and then he was like, "Okay, oh well, that was fun." This was a heartbreaker. Spargo versus Tweak. Honestly, if Tweak didn't SD game one, there's no doubt in my mind he would have took it and went on to winners finals to face MKLeo. Could have been a different story here. Because other than that, Spargo was just pure dominance. He used his cloud to perfection. Didn't have any problems any way, shape, or form, and he just played it phenomenal. Going to loser side, Riddles Cola. This was back and forth. It was Kazuya versus Roy, and this was don't touch me, don't touch my shield, or whoever swung first loses. Basically, that was this whole game, and it was so back and forth. It was amazing. Same thing with Light and Chag, but I think once Light really got the download after screwing up like two or three games, he was like, okay, no, I know what to do. I know exactly what to do. And then Riddles versus Quid, that was just a wash. There was no way Quid was beating Riddles, especially after losing to MK Leo the way he did, just getting reverse 3-0 from one game. Then Tweak, I thought this was going to go closer, but no, Tweak actually went ahead and just, it was pure dominance. He only got one game, but usually it's kind of a bad matchup for Diddy, and it could go either way between these two players, but it's usually in Light's favor most of the time, and then Tweak just showed, nope, this is not as bad as people think. Riddles versus Tweak, this was a little bit of a heartbreaker just because, FGC brethren. But Riddles, I think, just really didn't know how to play it. And me personally, I always switch to Ryu in this matchup just because it's tougher for Terry. Just the banana stops a lot of your progress, while throwing red fireballs doesn't stop a lot of your progress, and you really don't have to go in as much as you should. Uh, Riddles got lucky game 4, and then game 5, Tweak was like, "Yeah, we're done with this." This one right here, losers finals, which yeah, y'all can't see. Let me. There we go. Losers finals, Tweak versus MK Leo. I believed Tweak was on a mission, but I didn't think he was going to beat MK Leo. And boy, did he prove me wrong. That was pretty ridiculous. And then I could not believe when he went into the grand finals, he was still hot, and he 3-0'd Spargo. That doesn't. That I was like, uh-oh, is Spargo really that new person? Is he really gonna be, you know, on the prowl and going ahead and win this? It was, it was all for naught because Spargo just went, yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna go ahead and take over this, and we're done here. So this really taught us something. Let me go ahead and see if I can bring it up. Um, yeah, one sec. I really think this really taught us something. Bringing it up, bringing it up. Spargo really showed us. Yeah, I'm adjusting on the fly. Yeah, Spargo showed us that this is this is his time now, and with this being his time, he really took the bull by the horns. He took the reins and said, "This is my time." So it wouldn't shock me in the slightest if we see Spargo starting to make top 2, top 3 winning tournaments from here on out. It really wouldn't, because this kid is on fire right now. This is ridiculous. Let me see what we got coming up next down the pipeline and what's coming up. Ooh, excuse me, over the week. Uh, so yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead. We're probably gonna take our last break, and then we'll go ahead and let y'all know what's gonna happen. All right, see y'all in a bit. Once again, guys, thank you for tuning in to the live edition of the FGCME podcast, Smash Edition. Been your host, Cycle Ward. So, what we're gonna do right now, you'll see my stuff, the FGCME. You'll see a link tree right here, where it's all to my stuff, my Patreon, uh, my PayPal. Uh, anytime you listen on Spotify or click here to support me, it really does help me out. It really does help my channel grow. Everything. My Facebook page as well. It's been in here. Let me see if I can bring it up. Yeah, my podcast Facebook page, FGCME Podcast Award as well, right here. There's also my gaming page, which just started. Isn't available. Interesting. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on. And then of course, yeah, you'll see Patreon, PayPal, all that stuff. Yeah, just give me a follow. I would greatly appreciate it. Helps me grow, helps the channel grow. Well, that's gonna be it for this edition of the FGC and Me podcast Smash Edition. I've checked around. There's no tournaments coming up, so I'll probably think of something what we can do to make something happen next time around. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here to cut it off. I'll probably come back on in a little bit, probably play a little of Smash or a different game. But for now, this has been Texas Gaming Empire Psych Award. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see y'all probably in a bit or next time. Later.